Hi everyone, we are kicking off a new content series with me talking to businesses about their challenges, issues and opportunities, and we're starting off the first series talking to small businesses here in the UK. Together with Michelle Ovens, responsible for Small Business Britain, we are here in this fantastic place looking at all these electric bikes, and this is Rob Grace's place. It's called Stirling Eco. Thank you very much for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you guys here.
Well, let's go to the first question. Michelle, what are the most valuable lessons learned for you when it comes to leadership over the last 6 months?
For me, leadership is about leading by example. As you said, I run Small Business Britain and we look after 5.5 million small businesses across the UK. And helping them and supporting them, I think, has to be about leading by example as much as anything else. So that leading by example is for my team, but also for all the businesses we work with. And the two things that we focus on a lot, and I think particularly because it's been a really tough time, post-COVID, cost of living crisis, inflation, things aren't really getting that much better, are mental health and inclusivity. And that's about looking after yourself, looking after the individual, and allowing people to be their authentic selves. And that gives people space to love what they do and enjoy what they do, but also do the best at what they do. Yeah. And this is the same for my team members, and it's also the same for small businesses too. And we've really seen that on the networks that we partner with BT on, and you came on one with us just around the corner. Small businesses come along and they make space for themselves, maybe talk to other small businesses, talk to mentors, get some support, and leave with a spring in their step. And they leave feeling like there's opportunity in the world and feeling more confident. And we know that good mental health leads to good economic health. Yeah. And that's exactly what we need. But I mean, what do you find? I mean, you are a leader of a much bigger company. What have you found?
Well, I've spent a lot of time in the past 4 or 5 months with business owners and small businesses. And what I found is that, and your networks are incredibly well organized, and I totally recognize even my mental health and walking outside and having these discussions is terrific. The lessons I've learned is that on one hand, a big corporate like ours has a bunch of advantages. You know, you have scale, you have stability, you have lots of different people making sure that we look out and look in. But what we don't have is what the small businesses have in many instances is courage. They're risk takers, they're super agile. And we as a corporate need to make sure that we slightly turn our organization in the direction that we can help small businesses with being agile and being quick on their feet. And for that, we need to be brave. To a certain extent, we as a corporate are also very purpose-driven. And I see also many of the organizations you represent are very purpose-driven. And therefore, if we can connect the two, we can be super effective in supporting small businesses here in the UK. And talking about that, Rob, you are one of those small business owners. Talk a little bit about your leadership lessons.
The biggest lesson that I've learned in the last 6 months particularly is all about team building and the group of people that we've managed to connect with that have driven this business forward. And we work in the creative industries. We design and manufacture electric motorbikes.
Super cool.
Which is that's what we want our cities and towns to be like in the future, less pollution. And Baz mentioned the collaboration between corporate and small businesses is crucial. Reaching out across to companies like BT is crucial for us and our well-being as a company moving forward, particularly in this modern technology age.
Well, one of the things I also learned is how incredibly important digital is and therefore connectivity is for small businesses. What's your view on that?
Absolutely. And we saw during COVID, without digital connectivity, small businesses would have been absolutely lost. It allows businesses, particularly in difficult times, to have multiple business models, to pivot, to be more productive, to reach new people, to export, especially at the moment when you're looking at the UK market, which is pretty flat, looking for new opportunities abroad. All of these different ways, and every small business is trying maybe 3, 4, 5 different ways to keep going and to find growth in a difficult market. Connectivity is right at the center of that. When we lose a platform, when we lose an access to something. So, our goal, very much like yours, to help businesses get the most out of what they do, to reach the most people, to do all that they can do. And it's never ever been more important, I think, than now.
Yeah, no, I totally recognize that. For us, our main objective is to make sure that we deliver a rock solid foundation on which small businesses can build their digital and their real life companies and make it as stable as possible. And the second thing is to make sure that it not only is always on, but also we look ahead and see what threats, cyber threats or compliancy threats there will be in the future, so that you can still swap out new digital technologies on that solid platform so you can keep operating your business. And we feel that responsibility tremendously because it is important. If connectivity dies, your company is at risk. How do you see that, Rob?
Well, Michelle mentioned that at difficult times, and we established the business in 2020 in the height of COVID, so it meant we couldn't open the doors to our showroom. So what we did is we went out and about on our bikes, on our mobiles, with our social media. And obviously with our marketing, everything now, 99% of what we do is through social media and connectivity. And it's crucial to how we market the business. And having that established connectivity is absolutely crucial to the way this business has been founded and how it moves forward.
Okay, now let's turn over to the topic of people. How do you see in the small businesses you interact with them tackling the challenge of upskilling and reskilling people?
It's a constant challenge for small businesses because the world keeps changing, of course, and digital keeps changing. But do you know what? It is the silver bullet. It absolutely is. We saw that during COVID. We see that now. Digital skills can help businesses be bigger than they appear, then reach further to achieve more, can save on costs, can be more productive. So it's the heart and soul of a business. Now we're seeing businesses start up that are digital by default, and we see businesses that are trying to shift and they're trying to learn things. And our partnership with BT on the Skills for Tomorrow program has been so helpful. With the last 4 years, actually, we have trained hundreds of thousands of small businesses, but it doesn't stop. It keeps going because of course the world keeps going. So the message to businesses is to keep that open-mindedness, to keep that growth mindset, that you've not done a course and that's it now. I know about digital, I'm set for the next decade. It doesn't work like that. It's a constant learning, a constant engagement, and an openness to new things. And I think that's one of the great things about entrepreneurs, that sense of openness and wonder and what can I do today and how can I do something different. And for me, when I look at businesses that are thriving now, that's what sets them apart. Businesses that have more of a closed mindset, that aren't open to new things or open to failing even with digital, because sometimes it doesn't work. Those businesses are just not having the same level of confidence. So we want businesses to give it a go, be confident, try new things, get some digital skills, and hopefully that's going to lead to a more successful 2024.
I recognize this 100%. Even for a large company like ours, this is what we need. We are super proud of our heritage as an organization because we've been there for such a long time. But even we need to constantly change the skills our people have to adapt to these new technologies, because we see these new technologies come at us faster than ever before. So we need to reskill our people. But coming back to the challenges of dealing with small businesses and being more agile, we also need to change the skills in how our people are able to work in agile ways. So that means that we have, for specific project, multidisciplinary teams that sometimes do one task for a few months and then they come up and then they do another task. And this is what we are learning from how entrepreneurs run their businesses as well. And that's crucial for us as a large organization to get people in that have those types of skills. And I'm sure you recognize this as well, Rob.
Absolutely. I mean, there's been a paradigm shift in the way that companies market themselves these days, and digital has taken the mantle. So 99% of what we do marketing-wise as a company is done through digital platforms. And it's crucial that our team is updating constantly their knowledge in order to utilize, because the platform is there, but utilizing it to its maximum is crucial as well. It's cost engineering. And I think that that's what we do here very, very well.
And of course, it's not just about digital sustainability. Constantly changes. We haven't solved all the problems yet. We are finding new challenges and new solutions all the time. And in the world of eco bikes, that's a constant process of learning and adapting.
Well, we're big advocates for working with new talent as well. I was an apprentice myself and I went through that system. And we've engaged with WMG, Warwick University, and the students there are helping us build our new bike. And having a platform like BT equity or having that solid base for us to rely upon, and we do, because without that solid base, it can be catastrophic for a business.
And is it now easy because you are very purpose driven and clearly the products you sell are fit for the future? Is it now easier for you to get young people to join your company because they connect with the purpose you have as a company?
I think so, yeah. And the other thing is, our message here is about art and less pollution. You see, so we work in the creative industries, and the creative industries will probably create more wealth for Britain than any other industry. And so we have a wonderful atmosphere in this particular business with a lot of creativity, and that includes a lot of young people.
Well, it's great to hear that digital technology continues to be extremely important for small businesses here in the UK. And we're extremely proud as BT to deliver the strong foundations to keep UK small businesses going. So thank you very much, Rob, for having us in this tremendous place. And I very much look forward to try out your electric bikes in a second. And thank you, Michelle, again, for being with us. And thank you all for watching.